faith, no matter what grade it had. All I've got to do is come to him any way I can, believing that he will make a way out of no way. And I want to know, do you still have any faith in you for the fight that is before you? So you can tell the devil, I'll take the ceiling off, but I will be blessed. I feel like preaching, I'm almost there. This is the gospel. He is the star. Ain't got nothing to do with you. He is the star. And all you got to do is get with him. He praises big faith. Yet he does not require big faith. He'll tell you faith as a grain of mustard seed is good enough for me. I've heard enough legalistic preaching. Y'all excuse me, this belt is a little too tight. I've heard enough legalistic preaching that requires big faith for big help. Oh God, I've heard enough stuff in church that just completely goes against anything that is biblical. Well, how do you absolute surrender? Somebody tell me, how do you absolute surrender? And which one of us have ever got to total commitment? I wish you talk to me here. What is entire yielding? Oh God, every one of us is holding back a little bit of something. Give me a high five and say, you look real sanctified, but what are you holding back? If you were to wait for God to bless you because you had absolute surrender, I mean, where is that? And total commitment. You sit right here in church and thinking about what you're going to eat for lunch and wondering when the preacher's going to hurry up and get done so you can go get some shrimp and grits. I feel like preaching here. What is absolute surrender? Have you absolutely surrendered anything to God? Absolute. If that is the case, he would not have to impute righteousness. He's got to give you something you ain't never gave him. And yet still we talk about outside work, rosaries and nirvanas, satisfactions and pilgrimages and confessions. And we preach things from the pulpit that are hard to measure up. And we try to perfect our approach and study our methods. Our theology begins to grade faith and gratifies it. But I heard justification by faith is not justification on the basis of faith, but it's just simply divine help. No matter what the quality of faith, no matter what the quantity of faith, no matter what the depth of faith, no matter what the totality of faith, just come. Oh, I feel the Holy Ghost. Pull on your brother and sister and say, stop measuring what you got. Just come. Oh, I feel like shouting here. I might have to preach the rest of it when I get stronger. Faith has a one-track mind. It must get in touch with Jesus, and it will touch him. And that's why I came to tell you that when faith walks in the room, the first thing that faith says is, let's get the ceiling out of the way. Because when I come here to see Jesus, everything that's over my head has got to come out of the way. Do you know how many people have a tendency to turn around when there is no room for them? But I've learned something about faith. It doesn't sit around and wait for somebody to make room. Only complainers do that. Bring that chair around here, please. That folk that wants somebody to make sure you have a seat and make sure you have a parking space and somebody to watch out for you. Some people can't get to church unless they call somebody and say, I'm on my way. Make sure I can get on the lot. But when you're hungry and when you're thirsty, it doesn't matter where you park. You can take your high heels off, put some slippers on, and walk for 12 blocks. And then when you get to church, you put the slippers in your purse and put your Louis Vuitton back on and have some church. Because I didn't come because it's easy. I came because I needed a blessing. I feel like lifting him up. This past year has been a test for me because I've been sick in all kinds of ways. But God told me every now and then you got to have some folk with you who are willing to take the roof off. He couldn't carry himself. He had somebody to carry him. But when they came and found they couldn't get in, going back home was not on the agenda. Give somebody a high five. I said going back home without my blessing is not on my agenda.
I know that's right.
I came to get a blessing from the Lord, and nothing will stop me from receiving what's mine. Give somebody a high five. Say, I don't want what's yours. What I want what's mine. I don't want your money. What I want mine. I don't want your healing. But I want mine. I don't want your praise. But I want mine. I don't want your joy. But I want mine. I don't want your victory. But I want mine. So break up the roof. Break it up. Break it up. But don't take me back home. Break it up till I can see his face. Somebody ought to get the ceiling. Get it off. Woo. I'm getting ready to close. Give somebody a high five for the last time and say, neighbor, you're one step away from the business you want. You're one step away from a better financial place. You're one step away from your healing. You're one step away from your door